Have you heard about the man who thought his hat? Even when little, he had such a fine cap that others made way for him. And when he grew up, he bought one of the biggest hats ever made. If you don't already know about it, then I'll tell you. President of the land Begonia, which is one of the Pacific Islands in the middle of the Great Ocean. He decided everything in his country. Weren't many that had a hat like his. He thought with his hat. Nobody could talk without it. There was discipline and order in Begonia, as long as the hat thought for the president. People did just as they were told. Now comes the terrible part. One day, the hat was gone. President Noll couldn't think anymore. Who would think for him now?
"Where's my hat?"
was all he could say.
"Where is my hat?"
Where is his hat? Asked the ministers in the government. And soon all the writers and then all the people asked the same question. Without his hat, Alec Noll, the president, was just a nobody. "Find the hat," he squeaked. The lost hat was talked about, written about, and telephoned about. The newspaper headline said, "Top man, thoughtless," and "No hat, no head." One newspaper even wrote, "Hook for hat." But that's just a printing mistake. It was a crisis. People started smiling at each other. They began finding out what it was to really live. It was a shocking crisis. The government knew something had to be done. Every corner was searched, behind, under, inside and out. But there was no hat. 2 weeks went by. Then the people were asked, "Have you seen Alec's hat?" "No," said the people. 7 weeks went by. They asked again, "Have you seen Alec's hat?" "No," said the people. 12 weeks. "Where have you hidden Alec's hat?" "We don't know where he put the hat," said the people. Things were in bad shape. "Where is my hat?" Alec tried to say, but he sounded like a snail. Far away from the city, far away from any houses or streets where only the wind is heard and where feet tread softly on the grass, something happened. Only you and I know about this, so don't tell anyone. There, just lying on the ground, was the hat. It had been lying there for many, many weeks. And then one day, a small ant came by, saw the hat, and greeted it.
"Hello, hat."
"Hat? I hope you don't think I'm just any old headgear. You see before you a hat of power. By the way, why should you speak to me? As far as I can see, you're just a little creature. I belong to the establishment, but I'm on vacation." Oh, said the ant. What's your name? Name? Well, I don't know what my name is. My name's probably just Hat. I see. I think I understand. Where do you live? Funny that you ask, dear ant. I've thought a lot, but I've never thought about where I live, said the hat. I only know that I work for Alec Knoll, and that we worked in a big palace. I fell off one day when Alec was at a picnic. It was windy that day. I don't remember very well. Well, I've been here since then. Happy to have found a listener that talked on and on for hours. It all sounded like gobbledygook to the ants. Absolutely delicious. And then, too, well, I would say ladies suddenly appeared who were blue in the face. And then one of them suddenly said to me, "Oh, God, I should..." Yes, very interesting, the ant interrupted. He wanted to go home. Shall I turn you round so you can get a little sun under your brim? Yes, please. That would be rather nice, said the hat. What a nice ant, thought the hat. Time passed. The ant never returned. I think he thought the hat talked too much. But others came by, butterflies and spiders and a lot of other insects. The hat had difficulty pronouncing the short E in insects. He had such a wide brim. So instead he called his new friends Insights. Now and then a starling came by and talked and cackled the way starlings do. Sometimes a lark arrived, and then the hat was especially happy. The hat was popular with many birds. Later on, a crow family built a nest right in the hat. Then, just after the eggs hatched, a little girl called Akala came walking along the path. She knew that the president had lost his hat, and that many strong, angry people were scaring others in the hunt for it. And here lay the hat, except it was more like a bird's nest. Maybe things would calm down again in Agonia if Alec got the hat on his head, thought Akala. So, early next morning, Akala came to the president's palace, to the place that was called the Wall of Serenity. A footman put the hat on a silver tray. Your Magnificence, can this strange object possibly be your Magnificence's hat, which your Magnificence has searched for such a long while? Ah, said Alec as he grabbed the hat. He put it on his head, upside down, so as not to get crows and eggs and twigs all over him. Oh, it's mine. No doubt about that. Now I can think again, shouted Alec. Who found the hat? The police or the secret security people? Permit me to present the discoverer to your Magnificence, said the footman. Alec Knoll stared. Akala didn't seem to be the sort of person who would discover something so important as a thinking president's hat. She was just a little girl. But the president welcomed Akala and expressed his thanks. Now he could think again. Important words flew through his head, even though he got a little sweaty over the brow from the upside-down bird nest hat. President Knoll and Akala talked with each other for a long, long time. And then, much later, they were seen going down the great stairway from the palace. They went out of the city and into the woods, over the meadows, and through the reeds to the sea. Here, President Noll and Arkala sat down on a rock near the ocean. Alec put the hat down carefully.
I can think without my hat. It appears I can see and hear. I see the earth, the water, and the sky. Thank you for finding the hat that I don't need anymore.